Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, coming to you with the Daily Word for Men for October 14th, 2024. And the word of the day for today is admiration. If you hear any noise in the background, it's my washing machine. Since I finally got power, I've been able to do wash. And the biblical quote is, "The Father loves the Son and shows him everything he is doing. In fact, the Father will show him how to do even greater works than healing this man. Then you will be truly astonished." And that is from John 5:20, the NLT. Because he was a young surfer, there were so many ahead of him who rode the waves well. His respect for them was evident in his pleasurable contemplation of their abilities. At contests, he would look for the heats where they were competing. He aimed to end up at the front of the crowd, moving between people to get the closest to the shore, always driven to see a favorite surfer tearing it up. His admiration for the great surfers cast aside any temporary distraction. When he got in the water, he practiced their moves, taking from his memory and planning out the wave, section by section. Off the lip, slow from the drop, drag hand, tuck for the barrel, cut back, round off, speed up, and finish with a floater. Then smack. He would miss the drop and hit the water like a sack of potatoes. All that planning went to waste as he tumbled through the whitewash, grasping for breath and floating back to the surface. He imagined the next wave, and it was going to be better. The question is, who or what? I'm getting my coffee. This is a 25-cent thrift store job. I have an eclectic collection of coffee mugs, and I refuse to pay $6, $7, $8 or even $12 for a coffee mug. So who or what do you admire? I admire visual artists. I have a very good friend who is a great artist. He does commissions. He just finished a commission of birds, and he sends me pictures of, he does the claws first. And I asked him why he did that. He said that's just his style of doing it. I have absolutely zero talent in the field of visual arts. It was my worst subject in school, and I did very well in academic subjects, but not in art at all. I have an idea in my head, but I can't put it to paper in a visual form. What do you admire? I look online on YouTube and I see the whole range of Art Deco. I love it. From cars to buildings to art to radios. They didn't really have that many televisions then. Even cigarette trays or cigarette lighters. I don't smoke. Absolutely beautiful. It meshes with my idea, with the mathematical part of me that likes curves and round and the way lines mix. And I think it's the most beautiful stuff I've seen. I'm sorry it went out of prominence. I wish it would come back. Everything now seems to be brutalism, stuff in concrete. They built a junior college in Rhode Island, all in one building, and it was built out of concrete, and that's what it looks like. It looks like a concrete block. People are used to it now, but they really thought it was ugly when they built it. And I do admire surface. I can tell you, I went to a trip. Well, it was part scuba, and just hanging around Hawaii in 2005. And I am certified in scuba, NAUI, National Association of Underwater Instructors. And we went to the beach, and it was a good day for waves, and to see those guys ride the waves, and the amount of force behind that water, it was something. And total admiration for those guys. They seem to be fearless. They don't seem. The bigger the wave, the more they want to ride it. And all I'm thinking is, that's dangerous. That's really, really dangerous. And I admire. There were several mathematicians that I admired. People wouldn't know them, but Gauss from Germany, who used to bug the teachers at 5 years old, and he told them to add up the first 100 numbers, and he figured out a method of doing it, so he had the answer like in 30 seconds. And I used to try to drive the nuns crazy, and that must have driven his teachers crazy. So I imagine we all have the areas of interest we have. I was just watching a car race. It's going to go on for another 6 or 7 hours, and I'll catch it. It's going to be on USA. I'm taping this ahead one day. It's going to be on USA, so I'll watch the end of it. But it was called a Petit Le Mans, and I respect those guys driving those cars, and the amount of knowledge they have of how the car works. Something went in one guy's electrical system, and while he's driving, he's going under in the gears and everything. He found the wire, and he's just jiggling the wire so he could get power to keep going. There's a whole bunch of guys. I admire guys that parachute. I don't know if I could do it. And it's so wonderful we have the internet now, and you can look at these guys, diving. And before you had to have films and see if you could get them at the library, and then I put them on my father's projector. But now you have instantaneous access to all this. So, yeah, that's what I admire. I mean, I got into math because it attracted me, mostly numbers attracted me, and I admire mathematicians an awful lot, and I admire artists, and I can't wait to see what my friend Scott, what the bird looks like. He sends pictures, just of the claws and then a little bit of the leg, and he does it. He has a whole bunch of things going. He writes science fiction books, and he's a multi-talented guy, and I only wish I had the discipline to be like him. And he works for an art company, framing and getting things looking really good. He can just see a picture and know what frame it goes in. So those are the kind of people I like. I'd like to hear what kind you like. And I used to like musicians, the rock groups. But the older I got, I found we're all the same. There's nothing special about them. really. Yeah, I saw the Rolling Stones way back in November of 1965. Almost 59 years ago. The tickets were $3.75. And, they were the bad boys. Everybody liked the Beatles. They were the good boys. I like the Rolling Stones, Paint It Black, Mother's Little Helper, and now their grandfathers, they're drinking bottled water. Before there were all the rumors, they shot up before the show, it should be a good show, they're drinking this and that. And so I come to realize, especially as you get older, we're all the same. Nobody's going to escape the end. So, have a good Monday. It's good to be back. It's so good to have power. It wasn't that bad. I mean, if you like to read, I had it all set up. I had plenty of water, flush toilets, and it takes a little planning, but you don't have to run out of food. And it was like going camping with my father. He had everything all set up for us, and it was the best food we ever ate with him. Okay, see you tomorrow.